Hey guys, this is episode 72 of Minecraft Down Under. What are we going to be doing today? Well, we're actually going to be starting construction on the Mob Bob farm finally. So last episode we managed to get our hands on some packed ice. It took a little while to hunt down the biome that we needed, which is the ice spiked biome, but we managed to do it. Now I've already done a few trips out to the ice spiked biome, and I've got myself almost a double chest full of packed ice here, because remember, we cannot use regular ice because mobs will not spawn. We need packed ice, so it's a little bit more difficult to hunt down, but I've almost got a double chest. Ooh, I just heard a nasty. Must be in the walls or somewhere. So, yeah, I've almost got a double chest. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough for the Mob Bob farm, but we'll find out. We'll find out. So, I've already gone ahead and started crafting a bit of items that we actually need. I've got a stack and a bit of lamps, which is going to be in the design. We're going to actually have to do a bunch of prep work because... yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and go and choose a location for this Mob Bob farm of doom, because it is literally huge. It's probably one of the biggest mob farms I've probably built. I'm not 100% sure. Now, originally, I was thinking at the end here we put the Mob Bob farm, and yes, I know all the floating blocks are still there. I know people's OCD is like, oh my god, Data, please get rid of them. I know I've got to do that. I really have to sit here and go and get rid of all these and move my beacons back home. But yeah, the original idea was to plump it, on the corner somewhere. But the sheer scale of what's in my head, it's going to be quite large, and it might be disrupting the view quite a lot. And I also thought about putting it on top of the old Hobbit Hole mountain there, completely over, but it's going to be quite large, and trust me, it is going to be huge. So I'm kind of torn. I'm probably going to either maybe put it at the back of the base and leave this area alone for when we start, putting in some decoration builds in here later on. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just ums and ahs. Obviously, I'm going to have to select a location. It's got to happen. We've got to select a location and just start building, because this project is going to be so bloomin' large that, yeah, it's going to take a while to complete. This will be definitely the first big build on this series. Neither know that we're not meant to be doing huge builds on this series. This is not the Build Big or Go Home series, but this will definitely be up there with one of my biggest builds. So, okay, so I'm thinking around the back here somewhere around the back. So if you're looking at the front of the base, you'll see in the distance like the huge structure of the Mob Bob farm. That's what I'm thinking. So we can either put it down in this area right here, off to the side a little bit, not like exactly centered on the main base there, but off to a side somewhere. Now, what do we have here? We got the little lake here. Actually, that's a good idea. I just thought that what happens if we put the Mob Bob farm, the main structure here, in the center of this lake, because that means if I accidentally fall off, then I'm not going to die. There'll be no pancake datas. That's what I'm thinking. That is a good idea. So I get it off to one side like I wanted to, and it's a little bit far away from the base, so it's not, going to lag anything down because of the sheer size. But also, we are right next to... let's see if we can get up high. We are right next to the slime farm. Should be in, I think, around there. I'm not 100% sure. It's around there somewhere. So getting the bobs, the large slimes, up into the actual Mob Bob farm, which will be up here somewhere, should be relatively easy. We don't have to transport them, all that far of a distance. So, I'm just trying to plan ahead here, I'm trying to plan ahead, because, if we did build it out the front, yes, we would have to run those lines longer, but if we built it right here, the lines would be short. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that. Let's go ahead and just go back and start grabbing some chests and start bringing some items over. Yeah, we gotta put all those chests in, because you guys know me already. We far out. We're gonna have so much items out there. Now, let's talk about what she's gonna look like. I'm going to go with a cobblestone. Yes, I said those words, but cobblestone is the easiest resource to come across. Now, don't judge. Don't judge. We're going to use blue wool with cobblestone because those two items actually blend together quite well. Come on, picture the laser cannon of doom. That was, yeah, just picture that. That had blue wool and cobblestone. So we're going to go for a similar feel. Well, it's not going to be shaped nowhere near the shape of the laser cannon of doom. It's actually going to be bigger than the laser cannon of doom. What was I going to do? Going to go up to the Hobbit hole and see how much tracks we got, because that's what we're going to be using the most of. Tracks out the bloomin' yazoo today, and cobblestone out the yazoo too. I've got blue wool. I've been doing a lot of AFK farming down at the string farm that we have, so I'm just trying to plan everything. You know, I've got plenty of lapis. How much lapis do we have up here? Yeah, so we've got plenty of lapis. Lapis and wool makes blue wool, so we should be fine. And down in the mine shaft, got plenty. I mean, we got like stacks of blocks of lapis down there. So we'll quickly see. We got a stack of tracks here already. I'm pretty sure we made a metric butt ton when we were doing the blaze farm / the gold farm. So, there's a ladder. We're going to need more of those. Trying not to craft any more junk and all. Eventually, all this has got to go down in the new storage unit that... oh, here we go. There we go. Go ahead and grab all this. That's fantastic. Oh, and more ladders, which is absolutely cool. There we go. I think we got everything we need. I'll be taking all the cobblestone out of here. I think that's it. That's it. We can go take these down and go. We don't need to craft. These rails here will only be used for the corners of the Mob farm. As you guys know, I like to use powered rails most of the time in the farm here, in the farm itself. So 99% of the farm will be powered rails, and like just the corners will be regular tracks. So we don't need to waste any more iron on building any more other tracks. So gold. Got plenty of gold. Far out. Got gold coming out the wazoo. So, what we'll do is we'll sleep in the bed, obviously, in a second when I hunt down these chests. Here we go. Jump in bed real quick. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And we're going to take what we've got over to our location, and then we're going to come back and craft a bunch of gold tracks. We're going to need redstone blocks and all sorts of good stuff. So what we'll do is just fill up our inventory with cobblestone. Oh, wool. Oh, we're going to have to go down and see how much of that. I think I've got a double chest of wool. I have been farming it, as I said. So let's go over and place this down. Then we need to figure out how high... Whoa, Skelly. How high we actually need to go with this farm. Because, you know, we need to be bringing the Mob farm off the ground by quite a bit. I think we'll probably start on block 200 and work our way up from there. And we'll be going 10 levels per wing. Now, yeah, you're picturing, see, the original Mob farm was all one. It was like one giant structure, right? This time we're doing wings. We're going to be splitting it up. So it will be a little bit different, and it will have a skeleton on it. It won't look as just open-aired like the original Mob farm. As I said, you've got to... I told people in my live streams a while ago to use your imagination. You know, the Mob farm, that was just the skeleton. That was just the guts. You need to put a skeleton on it and make it look decent. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting an outer structure. There you go. That's what I should have said. The outer structure. We'll be putting an outer structure, and we're probably going to go with a round feel instead of a square feel to the whole thing. Blue, I love blue. You know, you guys know that I love the color blue, and cobblestone should work pretty well together. So we're gonna try keep these chests organized. So we'll put tracks in one. There we go, bunch of tracks. We got that probably do the whole farm, to be honest. When it comes to regular corner tracks, that's it. We probably don't need any more than that. This will be full of cobblestone. Redstone chest can be in here. So we can see keeping everything nice and neat and tidy. I'm going to have to farm some more glowstone because that's definitely not enough. And we'll throw that in here. Miscellaneous chest. Bam, bam, bam. The ladders will be used. I can put the arrows and my axe in there. And some glowstone dust. Alright, so let's go check the wool supplies and start... Well, we got to craft some... powered tracks. and we've got to get some wool, tons of wool. So this is going to be an interesting build. As I stated, it's gonna be one of those long-term projects because of the size. It is bigger than the laser cannon of Doom, and as most of the subscribers should know what the laser cannon of Doom was. It was an old farm that I built quite a while ago now. It wasn't a mob bob farm, but it was a piston based design. All right, so where are you? There you are. Yes, I know we've got to hook this into the base so we don't have to go down here and hello, get off. So we don't have to run down outside into the stairs. I know. We got so much to do. We still got metric butt ton. You guys should. I've got plans for the base. Oh, I got big plans because the base is still the main base is still actually fairly like open. We need to fill it up with stuff. So I've got an idea for that. I've got oodles of wool, and I can start converting all that. I've got metric butt tons of wool. Okay, I don't need to worry about wool too much. We'll convert that into, probably run out of, we're going to run out of lapis now. I bet you we're just going to convert all this to blue wool, and then we're going to have no lapis left at all. It's going to, I don't know. We'll have to see. So all this has got to get converted. Run this over to the chest. Place them all in the chest. So we'll convert it all over there. That's all good. And then we'll go craft a bunch of tracks. So we might need to take a trip out to the gold farm. And that is okay. See, this is all prep work. We're doing prep work for such a large bloomin' project. Holy smokes. So we will be switching between this project and working on the base. As I stated before, you know, yeah. Okay, so run this over, and all this tall grass. We're going to have a path that comes out here too. Nice pretty one to this farm, and use some sort of elevator to get up, and, oh, geez, it's going to be crazy. Alright, so top one, wool. I'm probably going to have to do a few more trips than that later on, but that's okay. That's going to get us started on this main structure, which is good. We remember cobblestone, blue wool, redstone lamps. Ooh, that means we need redstone blocks as well. We need powered rails, which we're just about to get a metric butt ton. We need a metric butt ton of powered rails. We need to also bring over the packed ice. I'm just trying to think of all the items we're actually gonna need. A metric butt ton of glass, I do know that for a fact. And hoppers eventually. Oh my god, hoppers. This is definitely going to be interesting. I'm going to have to top up my chicken. I'm almost plumbing out. That's okay. Got metric butt tons of chicken. Okay, so gold. That's fine. We've got metric butt tons of gold. Come here. See, I told you we had metric butt tons of gold. And convert these back down. And we'll go make some planks and get that down to sticks. So I farmed some more wood earlier because I knew for a fact we're going to need more. I've been using up most of the sticks and everything that I had for the mine shaft and torches. So what we actually see, there's more here. There's more gold. There's gold coming out the bloomin' yazoo. Okay, so we need redstone dust. I need a stack of them. There's a stack right there. And oh, look, some powered rails right there. You'll probably find there is powered rails all over the place. No, on my luck. So what we'll do, we're just going to create a metric butt ton. Thank God we got a gold farm. Just an infinite supply of tracks, pretty much. Do we want to make another row of them? That should get us started. That should definitely get us started. We'll take over packed ice as well. So what we'll do is leave it compressed. That's a good idea. We'll leave everything compressed and do it over there. So we'll bring all the gold here. There is gold up the gold farm, so we don't need. So we got the name tags there. I've been trading the emeralds for. So we'll just leave these blocks in here. Leave the arrow in there as well. Okay, so we need to leave the sticks behind, and we'll take over. No, we don't need to leave the sticks behind. We got to take those with us. We'll bring the planks as well, and we'll take over a load of packed ice. Alright, I've got to do multiple trips. It's just, holy smokes, this is going to be a huge build. Alrighty then, guys, I am back. Hello, cow. What are you doing on the crafting table? You Fruit Loop. We're going to get started now. I've done multiple trips. I mean multiple trips to bring out all the stuff that we're going to need. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to probably go straight to the middle here. So if there's any whoopsie daisies or pancake daters, well, there's not going to be pancake daters. What am I talking about? Cause I'm going to land in this nice puddle of water, hopefully. So what we need to do now is bring up our F3, and we need to take this up to block 200. That is where we're going to start. Hopefully beyond 200 that's pretty much all we need. Up to build height, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, maybe we'll go to 195 to be sure. What this is going to do essentially is increase the farm's efficiency, because we're so far away from the ground, all the mobs are not spawning in caves or on the ground at night time. They're actually spawning in the farm. That's what we actually want. So that's why we are going up so bloomin' high. And oh man, do not fall off this pillar of doom. I've got to put ladders in yet, so we're going to have to jump eventually. But we'll be right. We'll be right. See? Oh, let's check out the view. Oh, yeah. This view's awesome. See? See? That's cool. All right, let's keep going. 195. We'll do it 195. I'm a little bit concerned about block 200. It might be a tad too high. I know. So we'll start at 190. Yeah, we're now at 190. I keep changing my mind, I know. So right here will be the platform. So what we'll do is just carve out we'll mark the center. I need to mark the center, so we'll just use a piece of blue wool to mark the center, because that is where eventually we're going to be standing. So hold shift so you don't bloomin' fall, and walk all the way around. There we go. Lovely. Maybe we'll go one more just to be safe, so we don't focus far out. Look at that. Look at that drop. It's huge. So go all the way around, just so we don't fall. Put fences up and everything. There. Bob's your uncle. Oh, crikey. Okay, so what we're gonna do is now, this is pretty much where we'll be standing, but to be honest, probably up a little higher than that, because this is the bottom. Technically, we'll go 23 in one direction here, and we'll be building the first tower 10 high for the mob farm, and technically we'll be up a bit higher, because there's going to be giant towers. It's not going to be standing in the bottom. We want to be standing in the middle. So as I was saying earlier about wings, so we're going to have one wing here. Off every direction, we're going to have a wing go 23 blocks away from each of the ways here. That's what I really want to do, because the original farm, it was all compacted together for the Mob Bob Farm. And if you haven't seen what the Mob Bob Farm is, I'll leave a link in the description, because I keep saying Mob Bob Farm, and some new people might be going, what the bloomin' hell's a Mob Bob Farm? Crikey! So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description to the original Mob Bob Farm that I built. And that's what we're going to be building, but a little bit different than that. As I said, we're going to be putting an outer layer on it and all that good stuff. So what we need to do now is we need to start building the wings. I'm going to, as I said, 4 wings. There's going to be, right around us. There will be 4 wings exactly all the way around us, 10 high, and it'll be separated, because the original Mob Bob Farm was not separated. They were all squished together. I don't want to do that, because there was no decent standing distance. Okay, you had to stand underneath, and it was bad. I didn't like that. So this time around, when we're building it in survival, I'm going to make sure I change that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 is perfect. That is fine. We will start it right there. It's a little... Oh man, it's over the land. That's so not good. Alright, let's put some torches down. The moon is coming up, and we're up high, so... Yeah, nasties can technically spawn up here, and we would not want them knocking us down at all. That would be completely bloomin' horrible. So, what we're going to do is actually get started. So we're going to get our packed dice out now. And we need to go a little bit more. Or we could start the outer ring. Technically, we could start the outer ring. So we need to do an 8x8 for the outer. So what we'll do is just go a couple more, because we'll be coming back. And what we'll do is this is going to be the in ring, and that's going to be the outer ring. So the inner ring, I'm pretty sure, was an 8x8. So what we'll start by doing that first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So that there is the inner ring, okay? And I've tried to get it centered, as you can see. So let's... Oh, I'm really worried about skating off the edge of this packed ice. But, yeah, we've got... so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it is off by 1... Yeah, well, there is no real center to this. Well, the inner ring, that is okay. I'm not too concerned about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. Okay, I'm just double checking that. So what I'll do now is complete that. So it's an 8x8. So hold shift. Holy smokes. It feels like I'm going to skate right off the bloomin' edge. This is not good. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Well, I don't need to count that one because it should connect perfectly. But there we go. There's the inner ring complete. Holy smokes. I hate skating around on packed ice on such a tall, well, just so high. Just, yeah, not good. Not good. Okay, so now we will complete the cobblestone. This is where the track is going to sit. And you know what? After all that, I forgot the bloomin' glass. I really did. I forgot the bloomin' glass. We need glass, and lots of it. And even though there's a desert right there, I'm trying not to destroy it. I'm actually going whoop whoop in, you know, whoop whoop over to whoop whoop land just to get my glass right now, so I do not destroy any environment near me. So yeah, all right. We'll just have to skip the glass for now until we get this first floor done, and then I'm going to have to get down from here, put the ladders up, and then get the glass. So, yep, there we go. Alright, so now we can easily, still holding shift so we don't accidentally fall bloomin' off, easily complete the outer ring. There we go, because the inner ring, as it says, is an 8x8. This should be the same diameter of the original Mob farm that I created ages ago. Okay, so keep going all the way around. There we go. Yep. I'm just holding shift. I'm just concerned. There we go. Up a little bit more. And then Bob's your uncle. There we go. So let's go ahead and lay tracks now. So we're going to find the middle. I think the middle, technically, so this was a, what? This was a 3. So the middle would be 2. So these two should be the middle. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that is the middle. So 2 is the middle there. So that's fine. I'm going to use entire redstone blocks for this. Yes, I know people don't like me using entire redstone blocks, but I like to use entire redstone blocks. And I'm literally just going to run the track over the top of that. And I need to do that all... Whoa, holy smokes. I need to do that all the way around. Why? This ice is just so sketchy right now. So this one here as well. There we go. Okay. Remind me, I got to get rid of that sticking out bits on the way. We got to get rid of. Okay, just making sure that's the middle. So there's nothing lopsided here. There we go. Fantastic. So we can easily run powered rail. We're going to be using mostly powered rail due to the fact that, as I said, I've got pretty much an unlimited supply of gold. So using your iron up for normal rails, not a good idea. That's stupid. That is just bad. We've already got plenty of normal tracks. We do not need to keep crafting more and more of them. There we go. Okay, the only thing that we're going to be wasting heaps of iron on is the minecarts for this entire thing. Okay, alright, that is technically done. Alright, let's go out. We can make this too wide now, just so we're nice and safe. There we go, and it ends the center as well, which is absolutely fantastic. There we go. Alright, keep running this back. And then I need to go find some bloomin' glass to see if we can just start this. It looks like I need to do some sand farming later. But there we go, that is going to be the first floor. Now, if you do not know what a mob bob farm, as I said, I'll leave the link to the description, what the original farm. Most of my subs already know what they are. Maybe you're new to the channel, you're like, what the bloomin' hell is he making? You know, confused. So, what's actually going to happen is a large slime, big bob, a large slime, that's why it's called a bob mob farm, will be traveling in a minecart, round in circles, around the track, right? He'll be in glass, by the way. He'll be pretty much in glass. And when mobs spawn on the outer edges here, Bob is so fat that Bob will actually knock the mob off the edge, plummeting down to a splat pad, which we will have below at some point. And that is what's going to happen. That's why we needed packed ice, and that's why we needed a metric butt ton of name tags. So hopefully that fills in a lot of like, oh, that's what's going on now. Crikey. Alright, so let's go ahead and just Geronimo off of this and go grab ourselves some glass and just finish off this level because it's coming along fantastically. And I'm going to aim this. Close your eyes if you're afraid of heights, because here we go. Whoa! Crikey! Jeez. Alright, there we go. It's nighttime. Oh, there's an ankle biter over there. That's okay. Oh, nuts. There's two of them. Yeah, stay away. I've got a big shiny sword and you'll be in trouble. Alright. Oh, seriously? A third one? Really? It's a bloomin' ankle biter apocalypse here. Far out. I'm just going to leg it. Straight to base, sleep in the bed, they all burn, grab some glass, GG, climb up the ladder and finish that floor off. Alrighty then guys, I am back and I've installed the glass and started on the second level because that's technically, that's where the second level's going to start. Now the glass is obviously there to protect Bob himself for getting nasties on the track because, you know, far out. If you didn't have any glass then you're going to have a metric butt ton of problems, aren't ya? Crikey. So the glass is there to protect Bob and the minecart so nothing gets into the tracks and all that good stuff. And no, Bob cannot suffocate, which is the large slime. He cannot suffocate because of the glass. Now, if they were full-blown blocks like that, yes, Bob would suffocate and die and he would have a big problem. And that's not good. So anyway, let's go ahead and start on this shell because obviously I don't want to keep going up and then have to come back down here and build this massive thing around it. As I go up, these things are quite easy to build. They're far out. They take not long at all to build. It's just it's very repetitive work because you've got to keep doing it and do it. But anyway, let's start on this outer shell here. So first off, we need a what do you call it? You would need a funnel. Okay, so let's start on this funnel. The funnel here is going to allow, and we need to break this actually, break that one, because the corners, Bob cannot actually reach on the corner. So I'm going to break that so nothing can spawn on it, and that should fix that. So what I'll do is sort of just come in like this, and just be careful. There, we can take that one out, and that one out. So we're building a funnel, so when the mobs are pushed off, they go straight down. We don't want them coming off the edge, and yeah, then you'll have to have a bigger splat platform, all that. We're just funneling them in a straight line down, so we can have less hoppers at the end of the day. That's what I'm doing here. This is just the inner part of the shell. We've also got another part to go on to this, so we need to break that. We need to bring it one closer. There we go. Yep, there we go. And just keep going around doing this. Take that one out, because this will be, as I said, this will be built up like that. And mobs will be able to slide right off the edge and down to that splat pad. So we're going to have one more big problem with this farm. Once it is complete, it's going to take a while to complete. We're going to have one major problem with the farm. Is the actual the item sorting system that will be attached to this. people have built this before, and one of my mods has actually built this on the server there. And what's actually happening is the flow rate is just so massive that items actually skip right over the filter. So that is going to be a big problem if this thing is so quick that filter is not going to work properly. Yeah, we're going to have a slight problem with the mob bob farm here. So we might have to put multiple of the same filter in, the item sorter filter, that is. It's going to be difficult. See, that's going to be definitely a problem there. But as you can see, there we go. That's going to be the inner chute here, as it's called. It's going to be obviously built up with cobblestone right around, and it'll go up there. But you won't see that. You'll never, ever, ever see that. This is going to be the internal part. The outternal, which we're just about to build, will hopefully be a circle and fit into this. So I don't know if I can actually wing this or not. We'll have to see. If you want to build circles in Minecraft, I would suggest using a site called Plotz. I've told my subscribers many times, it's a really good site. Okay, so what we're going to need is, I would say, a 2 gap here, maybe a 3 gap. 1, 2, 3, well, it's on the 3rd block. Hang on a second. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to make it come. No, we need to 1, 2. Okay, so that's 4. And if we could start coming in, so I'm trying to create a round shape right around the farm without being lopsided. It is a little difficult, and I should have brought something else to build with so I can see, because I think that might be too far. We'll have to see. This is going to be a hit and miss situation right here, and either I'm going to get it or I'm not. So we could do 2 2s, or we could start curving it straight away, but we might try 2 2s. There we go, because that's sitting on the edge, but and then we could do a 1. Hang on a second. We could do a 1, and then we could do another 2 2. There we go. Another 2 2. But see, yeah, no, that's going to be lopsided. Can't do that. Can't do that. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. That's not good. That's definitely not good. Okay, so what we actually need to do now is try extend it a little bit more. So we'll add another 1 to that. Trying to get this is going to be difficult. So there we go. We've added another 1 to both sides. This should make it come out. If we do another 2 2, there we go. Now we're not hitting nearly anything. So that's better. And then we do a 1 there. And we do another 2. Like that. This might work. This might work. It's starting to look way more centered than the other one. Holding shift so nothing nasty can happen to us. Touching wood. Holy crikey. Oh, there we go. Okay, there. So now, how many was that? This is looking more and more better as we go along now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 6er. Okay. Okay, so it's a 6er. Oh, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go in. I'm getting the hang of this now. We go in by 2. 2, 2. There we go. See? And this is definitely going to line up now because it's feeling perfect. And this is going to be the outside. This is where we're going to be putting blue wool, lighting. 2, 2, then that's a 1. This is where we're going to be putting the whole shebang when it comes to decorating anyway. So it should look quite good. So 1. It's another 2 and then another 6. Yep. I'm just trying to make it all the way around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm still holding shift. And yeah, it looks like everything's going. Oh, fantastic. I love when everything just starts to come together. Crikey. 1, 2. Whoop. And whoop. Got to be careful. Some people are afraid of heights, and being up this high would give people vertigo or whatever it's called, which they can't look down. I'm not scared of heights, but it does give you that bad feeling when you're on the ice, and it feels like you're going to just slip right off. It really does give you that in your gut sort of feeling. It's blimmin' horrible. But I could build up high, no problem. I can imagine some of the subscribers that get the whole afraid of heights thing will be just, they won't be watching right now, I'll tell you that for a fact. Alright, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then we'll another double 2, and this should connect in fine. But it is center now. Before, it was not going to be center. It was, or you could tell straight away that it was just not going to work. See? Just by giving it an extra block, we have fixed the problem. And that's a 2. And there's a 1 that sits in here. And then Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle. There we go. We got our round shape around the farm like I wanted. That's the outer shell. That's where we're going to be using the cobblestone and the blue wool and all that good stuff. What I plan on doing is, on the way up, I plan on putting a strip probably here and here on the way up. So there'll be a strip going up straight up the side here, and probably I should put a ring around the bottom as well. Each level should have a ring, and then these strips connect each ring, and then cobblestone will be filled in between these things. But I'll have to play. That's all decoration. I really shouldn't be worried about that right now. I just got to build this cobblestone up, and yeah, I'm gonna convert this bottom here to a ring. I think it's probably best to convert this bottom to a ring, then cobblestone, and then the blue strips going up like that. Fantastic. It's gonna be awesome. I love blue and cobblestone. I think they work really, really well together. There we go. Change this out to blue, especially if this is going to be a blue strip. Oh yeah, this is starting to look fantastic. Alright guys, we're going to have to call it here. Far out, I didn't realize the time, but thanks for watching episode 72 of Minecraft Down Under, and I'll catch yous all later.